Now to a real-life David versus Goliath story. In the role of David, the Little Sisters of the Poor, Catholic nuns who want nothing more than to serve God and help their fellow man. But they do not want anything to do with abortion. And that's where Goliath comes in. On this, the 6th anniversary of the signing of ObamaCare. Chief Legal Correspondent Shannon Bream is at the Supreme Court tonight.
For the 4th time, a challenge to the Affordable Care Act, or Obamacare, has once again reached the U.S. Supreme Court. 37 plaintiffs, including the Little Sisters of the Poor, have joined together to fight the HHS mandate, which requires most employers to provide a wide array of contraceptives to their employees cost-free, including those critics believe can trigger an abortion.
Now we find ourselves in a situation where the government is requiring us to make changes in our religious health care plan to include services that really violate our deepest held religious beliefs.
The administration says it has provided an accommodation for religious groups by having them sign a paper that would allow all contraceptives to be provided to employees via their health plans, but with no cost to the employers. The objectors say that's not the point, that they don't want to be complicit in any way. Noting their position, today Chief Justice John Roberts said, quote, "The petitioner has used the phrase hijacking, and it seems to me that that's an accurate description of what the government wants to do. They want to use the mechanism that the Little Sisters and the other petitioners have set up to provide services because they want the coverage to be seamless." The case pits the religious objections of nonprofit groups against the government's interest in cost-free, convenient contraceptive access for working women.
Religious liberty doesn't mean the right to impose your views on others or the right to discriminate.
As to the government's argument that its interest is the more pressing, Justice Stephen Breyer said, quote, "Sometimes when a religious person is a member of society, he does have to accept all kinds of things that are just terrible for him." While Justice Sonia Sotomayor wondered how the government can continue to function when many religious groups will have objections to specific laws. Quote, "How will we ever have anything that the government can demand people to do that won't be a problem?"
Justice Kennedy had tough questions for both sides, but even if conservatives can win his vote, the case would likely end in a tie. And essentially that would leave the lower court rulings in place. That would be a loss for the Little Sisters. It is possible that the court holds this case over for a final decision until there is a 9th justice confirmed and sitting on the bench. Brett?
Right, could be 4-4 with that open vacancy. Some of the lower courts are getting involved, Shannon, with the IRS. What's this all about?
Yeah, this stems back to ongoing litigation with regard to allegations that the IRS targeted conservative groups when they applied for tax-exempt status. Some of those groups said they've turned over thousands of pages worth of documents, but the IRS has stonewalled them. Well, at least one federal court has had enough, not only ordering the IRS to turn over those documents, but also sort of dressing them down, saying that they have been dragging out this whole process, much like they're alleged to have dragged out the application process. Our understanding is now the IRS has just a matter of days to get together those documents and turn them over. Brett?
That is a big story that's not getting a lot of coverage, and we'll stay on it. Shannon, thank you.